Hello students, today in this video I am going to explain you class 7 science chapter 9 soil. In this video we are going to learn about different properties of soil. Properties of soil. First, percolation. Second, presence of moisture. Third, absorption of water by soil. These are the different properties of soil which we are going to learn one by one. Percolation. Whenever water fall any surface of soil, we find some of the portion of water get evaporate and some of the portion of the water absorbed by the soil. And when this water is get absorbed by the soil, it is collected as groundwater. The process in which water passes down through the soil is called percolation. This property of soil is called percolation. To understand more nicely how different soils are percolating, for that we are consider here three different samples of soil: clay soil, loamy soil and sandy soil, and we pour same amount of water on them. Then let's see what could we observe, how much time they are taking to percolate. We can see in case of clay soil that percolation is very lower. They are taking very much long time to absorb or percolate. In the same time, sandy soil percolating very fast and its percolating rate is high, and loamy soil percolating is in between. So from this observation we can be clear that as that sandy soil water holding capacity is low, so here percolation is high, whereas in case of clay soil percolation is low because the water holding capacity of clay soil is very good, so they are allowed to water passes through them very slowly. Percolation rate. To understand that percolation rate, we have to perform a small activity. We have to take a piece of PVC pipe and put it on the put it in soil in 2 centimeter dip. Pour some amount of water through this pipe in the soil, and we have to observe how much time it takes to percolate. Here we are using one formula to calculate percolation rate, that is, percolation rate is equal to amount of water in ml upon percolation time in minute. By this activity we can calculate percolation rate of any kind of soil. Suppose if we are taking 200 ml of water and it takes 20 minutes to percolate, then percolation rate is 10 ml per minute. Rate of percolation can be calculated by the same formula, that is amount of water in ml upon time of percolation in minute. In this way we are getting rate of percolation, for this case 10 ml per minute. Next is presence of moisture. Students, in summer days when you are passing from any farmland, might be you have observed air above the land is shimmering. Do you know why it's happened? Let's find the reason of this. For that we have to perform a small activity. We have to take a big test tube, boiling test tube, and put some soil in it. We have to heat the test tube with the help of burner, and we are fixing the test tube with the help of a iron stand. When we are heating that boiling test tube which contains soil sample, we could see after some time on the mouth of the test tube, near to the mouth of the test tube, that water droplets are visible. Do you know why these water droplets are visible or how it is happen? Yes, because soil contain moisture, and when we are heating it, they start to evaporate, and it gets condensed at the cooler region of that test tube, and we able to see these water droplets near to the mouth of the test tube. Soil always contains some water in it, and which is called soil moisture. By this activity we can verify, yes, soil contain moisture. If we take the measurement of the mass of this weight of the soil before that activity and after the activity, we could find how much amount of moisture is present in it. We can calculate the percentage of moisture present in any soil sample. So that's why in the summer day, when we are passing through any farmland, we are finding that air above the land is shimmering. Because of that sun's heat, moisture present in this soil is continuously evaporating, and that's why that air is looking shimmering. Next property of soil is absorption of water. Absorption of water by soil. Now we will see how water is absorbed by the soil, or how could we calculate how much amount of water is absorbed by the soil. For that, we have to perform another activity, and we have to take different items like beaker, funnel, filter paper, dropper, and some amount of sample of soil. We have to arrange all the things as it is showing in this picture. We have to take approximately 50 gram of soil here, and then with the help of dropper we have to pour water on it, and we have to allow to pour the water over this soil until this dripping not stop. By doing this activity, we can calculate percentage of water absorption. If W is the weight of the soil, U is the initial volume of the water, and V is the final volume of water, then we can calculate what is the percentage of water absorption for this particular sample of soil. Suppose we are taking U ml of water. Weight of water absorbed by the soil will be equal to U minus V gram. Percent of water absorbed, that will be equal to U minus V upon 50 gram, which is the amount of soil we took, into 100. If the weight of water absorbed by the soil is U minus V, then the percentage of water absorbed by a 50 gram soil is as above, that is U minus V upon 50 into 100. In this way, we can calculate that percentage of water absorbed by any sample of soil. So I hope students you understood all these three different properties of soil, and how we could calculate the rate of percolation, and how could we calculate the percentage of water absorbed. Now let's answer the following questions. Question number 1. The water holding capacity is highest in blank soil. Question number 2. There is shimmering of air just above the soil during hot summer day. What does the term shimmering indicate? Question number 3. The percolation rate varies from soil to other soil. Which soil would have the highest and least percolation rate? So student, find out their answer and note down in your notebook. Thank you.